What's up? What's up?
What's
49ers over here. 49ers over here.
What's happening?
Y'all still ready to go? Anyways, thank y'all for joining us. Welcome to the Daily Smoke Live on this Monday, the 23rd of January, 2023.
Absolutely.
I'm Brother Los.
Brother Ron.
Brother Blackhand.
Brother Blackhand on the cam as always. Much love for your support. Thank y'all for being here. That was funny as shit. Not used to seeing you like that. You actually look like a whole different person to me.
Boy, look dope. Boy, look at that. Boy, look at that San Francisco up in here.
You look like a whole different person to me.
Yeah,
when
man.
you first put it on like that, that's like if I saw him from a distance, I wouldn't know that was wrong. You know, I mean, there's some other dude or something.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, yeah.
That's my hood side.
That's your hood side.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
my
got
hood
that
side.
necrosis. That's the necrosis.
That's my necrosis version.
That's the necrosis version. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank y'all for being here as always. Hope you had a
Absolutely.
wonderful weekend. Here we are on Monday. Everybody hates Monday. I'm sure some people like Monday. Somebody got to.
Man, I'm impartial to Mondays, man. I'm impartial to Mondays as much as I'm a Wednesday. You know, I really
Put it
am.
off hate like, oh, Monday. But
For real.
like half the day, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. It's gonna be a good day.
That's what's up, Bobby.
I mean, that's a good way of seeing it, but it's just having after it. What it is you've just been chilling for 2 days. You don't really do shit. You got to get up and go to work. I'm not getting up on a weekend at the same time. I try to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah.
So come after 2 days, come Monday, it's like, man, I got to get up already. But I was up, ready to go.
I
Like,
feel you.
fuck it, let's do
I
it.
feel you.
Because I got a 3-day week. I'm off Thursday, Friday, so
Yeah.
I'm good this week. So I'm like, you know
yes.
what?
It's a birthday coming up? or-
Amy's birthday's on
Oh,
Thursday,
that's
so
what's
she just took
up.
the day off too, and so we'll get to hang out. I usually take her birthday off. She'll take mine off, so we can do something. That's one of the only times we got to do something while the kids in school. We
Right.
worry about them being with us,
Right.
you know.
right.
So
Right.
so that's what. So we'll normally do that. Go to breakfast or something, you know, wherever she likes. I know she wants to have dinner at Silver Lake, that human food. What is it, Hunan? I always
When
call
we
it
say
human.
human
Yeah,
food.
yeah, human Chinese food.
That's so mean.
Yeah, that human food.
They go our sponsor.
Right there at,
They
at,
go our
at
sponsor.
Silver Lake. That's what she liked. I mean, I don't mind it. It's not bad. But my favorite Chinese was in Pittsburgh. It was Hong Kong. Was it Hong Kong? Something Hong Kong. That Chinese food was the bomb. American Chinese food, anyways. That was the bomb. That shit was bomb. From all the places I've ever been to, that was the best Chinese food.
For
I've ever had.
real.
Their rice was perfect. The way they did their meats, whatever meat you got, the shrimp and shit, the A Fu Young and shit.
Woo, boy, you
That's
get me
it.
hungry, boy. I
I'm telling
think I
you
know
this.
where I'm going after this show.
You know what I'm saying? Number
Oh, so-
21 on its way.
Woo, you get a whole bit.
Extra crispy.
Sweet and sour chicken and some
I mean,
shrimp fried rice, man.
You know?
And the shrimp.
That's right.
Oh,
About
no,
to have
you had
lasagna.
it
That's what we're having. Amy made another lasagna last night. That usually goes for 2 days.
Oh,
I
yeah?
had a piece last night. This morning, she said, "Oh, you're not gonna have lasagna for lunch?" I'm like, "No, because if I do, I won't have it for dinner. It's
Right,
too much."
right,
So I had me a
right.
sandwich. So I'll eat some for dinner. I know
Right.
that's Black Hand's favorite food, so I got.
Oh, that's your favorite food? I didn't know that.
I gotta cut him a couple of pieces off so he can take with him and shit. You know, so he had some of the last one that she had. I like the
Yeah.
last one she made better because that was more. It was less saucy. This was a lot more sauce.
Oh,
Too
was
much-
it?
Too much red sauce gives me heartburn, so I don't
I
like
feel
too
you.
much sauce.
So you don't like, do you like drier food?
I like
or what?
drier
I'm the
foods
same way.
and a little bit burnt.
I'm the same way. I'm the same exact
Depending
way.
on what it is, I don't
I'm the
mind a
same
little
way.
char on there. And shit.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Some shit I don't
Yeah.
want it, but there's certain things like, you know what? No, I want that.
See,
I
that's
want
the
that
problem
char
I
and
have,
shit.
man. Like, that's why, like, even when I do chicken, you know how, like, y'all say I burn them or, you know,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
In the Sierra.
See, exactly, because I like a
Like when I make your burgers. and shit,
exactly.
that
I
shit
like
be
a
like,
drier.
Miles,
meat
let's play
than a-
hockey
than a-
with this motherfucker.
Cause I don't want no, like, look, man.
No
like,
juice.
You know the no juice.
No, which is
Because, man,
blood.
No. So
Blood and fat.
no.
So you don't want
None of that. Burn it all off. Burn it all out and off.
Dry. that
But
shit
man,
up.
it's like, and even the meat itself, I need you to crisp it up because man, if I bite into it and like it's all soft and moist and stuff,
Mhm.
or the skin is hard to tear away, I start thinking about what I'm eating. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And I'm
Right,
done.
right, like,
I'm done.
nope.
I'm done, man. You know what I'm saying? That
Like,
messes me up, man.
right,
for
right.
real.
That's crazy. That I mean,
Yeah.
for me, none of that really messes with me too much. I mean, I know where it came from.
Gotta get past
You know, and
that.
I know, like I say, you know, chicken wings right here. It's the chicken wing
Oh,
right here.
don't make me think
It's
about
the
it.
chicken wing right here.
Don't make me think about it.
The what you call it, the the
Oh,
right there.
mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm good.
the drum, the flat,
Nah,
and the
I'm
little
good.
tip. I don't eat the little hands. Do you eat the hands when you
Nah,
eat chicken?
my mama tear him up, bro.
Your mom tear him up.
Mhm.
I know some. I knew this one dude I worked with that used to. That was his favorite. He said, "That's my favorite part." I'm like, "They ain't got no damn meat on there at all, so you just wasting the food."
I
If
don't
you're
know,
not
it just tastes better or something.
just has them little ass bones in there, like all the little fingers are in there and shit. 'Cause that's the thing. Think about all the little bones. Yeah.
You are messing up the whole
That's the
world
thing.
right now. Stop.
Ron about to become vegan for the next
Oh,
month. Or so,
cuz.
till he can get.
Oh,
Till he can
cuz.
get that thought of a tibia and a fibia, a forearm, and the hand with the little fingers in it.
And the fat meat. That's what you
Fuck
want.
that. I don't fuck with no marrow myself. Fuck that.
Man, I got
But yeah,
fat
but,
member,
but
man.
I like
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
things that are crispier than others.
Yeah, I feel you though.
That's what we're talking about. Burgers. I like them flattened out
Me too.
patties that
Me
are kind
too.
of burnt up
Me
on the
too.
edges.
Me
That's the
too.
kind of burger I like. It still
Me
has a
too.
little tenderness to it, but give me some of that burnt up shit.
Yeah, man.
You know.
For real. For real, man.
And they say that's the burnt stuff is the stuff you don't want to eat.
What?
That's what gives you cancer. Burnt food.
Really?
That's from my mom. I remember they said, she couldn't eat certain things, so I couldn't. If I grilled something for her, I had to watch it, make sure it didn't get no of that char on it, because since she had cancer, that would just make it go more.
You the second
You know.
person I heard tell me
Yeah,
that.
it's that burnt food is not good for you. So it's like because of that char. I guess it's the blackness of the chars. You eating that must do something. That don't make no sense.
The other person that told me that
hmm
had cancer, and I was cooking,
and they tell
and
them
I
not to burn
said,
it.
I can't. She said, I can't eat it because it's barbecue.
Right.
And I was like, and she started explaining to me. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, supposedly just keep. I guess if you're trying to fight cancer, that will help it.
Oh my
That fight
god,
against
that's
you, you know,
scary.
So I'm like, damn. So you got to
So
make
is
sure.
barbecue causing like cancer? Is it a contributor or anything?
You know what? Me personally, we all got cancer in us. It depends on what you do to trigger it. I
Right.
really believe that, man, because some people get shit early in life, some people
Right.
get it later in life, some people don't get it at all.
Right.
You know, I've heard stories 90-year-old ladies that smoked since they were 12,
Nothing.
no cancer in the lung at all.
George
Clean
Burns,
as fuck.
102.
He used to smoke 17 cigars a day.
You know what I mean?
90, he made it to 90 and shit. So
Yeah.
I think it depends.
Western churches.
He used to smoke them too, you know. Fidel Castro, he said he never inhaled one at all ever.
Okay,
Like,
Castro.
I'm like, you know what? I don't know.
But I don't know. He did live a long time, didn't he?
He did, but I'm saying, a cigar you're not supposed to inhale it anyway.
Oh, you're not?
So he would all, but they say, he would do that. But you would think after a while you would do that, but he said he never did. Cigarettes, yeah, but not cigars.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, but
I'm not a
that's
smoker.
why some
I don't
people
know.
don't smoke a cigar. The smoke in your mouth, drink some bourbon, and that's the taste they're looking for. Is a certain taste that's right there.
Really?
And then some people like it, with some brandy, a certain cigar, certain flavors of cigar with
Yeah.
brandy. Bam, that's the flavor you want.
That's what
in your
Steve Harvey was saying. He was
depends
saying
on the
he was
different-
talking about
right,
that.
right. You could even have coffee, a cigar.
Yeah.
Put that in your mouth, drink some coffee, and the flavor of those two together on your tongue. That's why you do it. Why you smoke a cigar.
Steve Harvey said, "Oh, it's the charcoal. Got you.
Mhm.
It's the charcoal. Oh, it's the charcoal." Yeah, man. Steve Harvey was saying, "Hey, y'all, I don't drink, and I don't like smoke like cigarettes and stuff like that."
Mhm.
He says, "But what I do is once a day, when I have my time to myself in the middle of my day, I'll take out time just to sit there and enjoy a nice, I think he said a brandy
Mhm.
and a cigar." And he said the reason why he does that is not because he's trying to get drunk. He even shows how much you would
It's
drink,
just a little
right?
sip.
It's a flavor
Mhm.
that
It's a
comes
flavor that
out.
you're looking for.
Really?
Yeah, the cigar has a certain flavor to it, and then so does the brandy or whatever you're drinking there.
And they complement each other.
complement each other. Some of them don't, but some of them do. Certain dudes know. And Steve Harvey got a huge humidor in his
That's
crib.
interesting.
Yeah, so but and it could be with anything, any type of drink that you drink,
Yeah.
and you smoke a cigar a certain type, that mix,
Yeah.
that could be a flavor you like. You like I said, you might like, no man, I only smoke a cigar in the morning when I drink me some coffee. This cigar, that's what I
Yeah.
want. Get my day going.
That's the
Yeah, that's the kind of shit you do.
that's
you know.
crazy.
And then in the evening, I'm gonna have me a good brandy or a sherry
Yeah.
with a cigar, that flavor. But you know which cigar goes with it too. You learn which ones go with it.
Oh, so
Because
different
cigars have
go
different, you know, some of them have earthy tones, pepper tones. You know, I remember me and Everton used to smoke. I'd smoke. I'm like, man, I don't taste no pepper in this bitch at all. All I taste is smoke.
Right. Right.
Ain't no earth, ain't no dirt,
Right.
ain't no leather, ain't,
Right.
ain't no cherries, ain't no vanilla.
I feel
It's
you, man.
smoke.
That's all.
what I
That's all I smell. I ain't gonna
know,
even lie to
but
you.
it's supposed to
That's
be
all I
certain
smell.
flavors to it, and
I think one of the first cigars that I ever smoked, my brother gave it to me. He coming from overseas. He's like, this is a Cuban. He's
Right.
like, no, it's not bullshit Cuban. This is a Cuban. He's like,
Oh, for real.
he was like, don't inhale, but just
Oh.
put it in this.
you just
Chance.
bring it in, and
And then he's like, okay, do you feel the buzz? And first I'm like, buzz?
yeah, sometimes you will because of the smoke.
What? Fucking just feel it. Even
Yeah.
though I never inhaled it. I'm like,
That's crazy.
It's just the different flavor tones and stuff like that. But like I said, I just taste smoke, and I inhale too. So fuck it. When I smoke, yeah, I'll inhale a cigar like a motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
just gonna put it in my mouth and then blow it out. That's wasting it.
Wow. Right.
If I'm not getting the flavor that I'm supposed to be, then I'm wasting it. If I don't at least kill myself a little bit each time or something, I'm getting something out of this motherfucker.
but they really don't drink the wine.
They just put it, yeah, that's right. They just put it and then spit it out.
See, that's the thing. Like the different. I don't
Like
understand the
wasting that
wine
shit.
game.
Yeah,
Like
that
I would
has
love to
a
learn
whole-
it, but
that's a whole different, all the different flavors and the smells and the certain smell. Then when they put it in their mouth, you got to do it a certain way so you get some air and the suction.
What?
That you taste that alcohol as it comes through.
what?
Yeah,
Actually swallowing.
yeah, and then they spit it out. And they know the flavor that they got from there, whether they like it or not.
Wow.
Right. No, that's right. The certain flavor of a cheese with a wine that goes together a certain way.
Cheese and wine.
Yeah, they goes together a certain way. You might like, for some, how some cheeses are real pungent. So you got this wine. I like sweet wines. I don't really drink wine too much. My days of that shit gone.
I
Way
did
back
that
in
for
the
this
day.
chick one time in Atlanta.
What's that? Some cheese and
Cheese
wine?
and wine.
Yeah, when she
in
came
my,
over
in
and
my
shit.
place. Yeah, I did.
What
Shit, I was trying to.
Did you have a bottle of Stella Rose?
I don't even remember,
And a couple
man.
of slices of American cheese.
It was whatever undergrad could do. You know what I mean?
A stick of Velveeta.
I think I did. Think about it.
Cut up in
I
little
think I
cubes.
did. I think I did, man. I think I did. I think I did. Couldn't think
He's like,
about
"Yo,
it.
taste this Velveeta.
I think I did, man. For
It's like
real.
some wine
I think I did.
I know that looks
I had like
like
3
Velveeta.
different cheeses and
Right,
stuff,
right,
man.
right.
Yeah, man.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm saying you had some Velveeta cubes.
I was trying to do
A
something
little,
different.
about a couple of little
toothpicks.
little toothpicks, and then like 3 packs of American.
Yeah,
You
man.
just had to pull it over.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah.
And then, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I did that.
That's crazy. And a little mountain of Parmesan.
Oh, man. So,
Trying to get that. Did it work?
music, yes.
It
Yes.
worked, right?
Music, everything.
Kenny G
Mood,
in the
all
background.
that. You know, I don't know who I was listening to around that time. Probably Portishead. Hell if I know. Shit.
Right.
But yeah, man. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We just
Right,
we
right.
just-
If y'all know about cigars and tasting and other different
exactly.
things about, it's funny how there's
Exactly.
a lot of different things that do that. Wine and cheese and cigars
Yeah.
and certain liquors and certain beers with certain food.
Right.
There's a certain taste to them. I
Hey,
can't
man,
do beer and food.
you got to do beer and
I
hot
can't
wings
do beer
together.
and food at all.
You got to. Beer and hot wings go so good. You know what I mean? Like a good hot wing and a really good beer of your preference. Oh man, God forbid the wings have like a little spice to them, And then you go fall with that beer.
I like them spicy.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm getting a hot wing, I know I want it spicy.
Bible. That's why I love going to Hooters because of the hot wings and Stella. I love hot wings and Stella. Or if they don't have Stella, I'll go with Heineken.
Mhm.
But that taste with something hot. It's a lighter beer, you know what I mean? With some hot wings, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
I can't
God.
eat no food and beer.
No, what?
I can't do that. That shit.
What you drink with it?
That shit tastes nasty to me.
What you drink with it? With
What?
wings, hot wings.
Just a soda or
Soda.
something or juice or something, but
That's what's up.
not no beer. I can't do no beer.
That's what's up.
It's like the flavor of beer and the food. It messes up the flavor of the food. to me, all I'm tasting is
Really?
yeast and shit from the beer.
Really?
Plus the little alcohol in there kills my food.
I feel
can't
you.
fuck
I
with that.
feel you.
You
I
know,
feel you.
that's why I don't like. If I give you a shot
Uh-huh.
or even just a drink, don't put no ice in my shit. Please.
Agreed.
Because if ice, when I drink it, I don't care what it is, what I'm drinking. It all I taste is alcohol.
I feel you.
It could be brandy, it could be rum, it could be gin, it could be whatever.
I feel
Well,
it.
gin, I know the difference because gin has a whole different taste. So I'd rather have it just room temperature. Don't put ice in my drink. So y'all know out there, if I come over and you give me a little brandy or something, just give it to me plain. I don't
Yeah,
want,
man.
I don't want. It just tastes like alcohol to me. That's why I don't drink like that. Besides, I was burnt out at 21, man. I was done drinking by the time I hit 21. Growing up in Europe, we can drink. We were young. They would, as long as our money touched the counter, they would give us whatever the fuck we wanted back there. They didn't care.
I feel you.
All I had to say is, my dad told me to come get him a bottle of that apple corn and shit.
Welcome to
okay,
Europe.
and he'd give you and give
Welcome
it
to
to you.
Europe.
And take off. Muggs used to go to, I never was a pill head, but Muggs used to go to the pharmacy looking for some ephedrine.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell the dude that your mom sent you to get some of that.
Mm-hmm.
They tell it to you, and the dude would tell you, hey, make sure she don't take too many at one time.
Really?
And they walk the fuck out, and they'd go and pop a bunch of them, be all hid up in school,
That's
all speeds
crazy.
and shit. Yeah, I never did pills. I'm like, you know what? No,
Mm-mm.
pills. I met too many people that did pills, and they're not all there. They
Mm-mm.
never came back from wherever they went. They're not all the way back.
Yeah, man.
Tell
It's
people
like
that
you just
never
keep
came back
flirting.
from
You
that
keep
trip.
flirting with your sanity,
It's like you left on that trip and it's gone. You
Yeah,
never came
man.
back. You're still here because you're here, but other than that, you're still wherever the fuck
Right.
you at.
That's exact. And you can almost, when you talking to people
scared
like
me.
that, you look in their eyes, you can see what
Tell.
dots aren't connecting. You can
Right.
see it as clear as day, man.
Especially if you know that they do pills.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
right there is a giveaway. Like, you know what? You ain't all there, bro.
yeah.
You never came back.
And sustain it. And speaking of which, that's the beauty of Captain Howdy's story.
Right? Drugs.
That's why I
all that
can't
shit
wait for
and
him to come
everything.
on the show,
Everything
because
changed for him.
he
That's
was
great.
on. He used to be on pills, like what you're saying.
Mhm.
He used to be on pills, and Howdy been on pills, man, since way back. So that's the only dude I knew until the new one showed up,
Right.
and he
Oh, that's
been
good.
like this, and the amount of time. Well, I'll get into that story, at that show. But y'all may want to pay attention to this episode, because I have a very good close friend of mine. I just
Story.
cannot wait to share you all story.
Hell of a
His
comeback
story with you all.
right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, man.
So let's do what we do.
You got it.
First of all, banging 832 radio.
Banging, banging.
Banging. Banging832.com. Yeah, they're a radio, internet radio station, so you can catch our episodes on their podcasts on their digital station at 7 o'clock on Sundays. They have other podcasts that they do about music and local artists. They also play music. You can just listen to them, as you go. So make sure y'all check them out. www.banging832.com.
Banging
And
832.
then we got Tamia's Touch of Care Massage Therapy. To get with life, get a massage. Boom. All right, www.tamiaanderson.com. To get with life, get a massage, touch his body.
That shit never get old, do it?
Make sure y'all check her out at www.tamiaanderson.com. She's a veteran. She's a
Yes, she
black-owned,
is.
veteran-owned.
Yes, she is.
She's also a personal trainer.
Yes,
so
she
she can
is.
train you out. She can get you all in shape. Make sure you keep your body limber. And she does a lot of different types of massage therapy. So make sure y'all go check that out or get gift card. And she comes to you, so you don't even have to go nowhere. Just have a space ready in your home, and she'll set up and boom, get you a massage, hook it up. Then we got the Buy Black Marketplace. Shrine of the Black Madonna every first and third Saturday of the month from 12 to 6. It's the Buy Black Marketplace, Black Vendor Market Book and Art Fair. Art Fair, yeah, that's what it is. And you go there and you can buy stuff. It's open to the public. It's free. It's on 5309 MLK Boulevard here in Houston. That's right at the shrine, right?
Yes, at the shrine. It's
Okay.
inside the shrine.
Oh,
as
so
a
that's
matter
where
of
you
fact.
go and do all
Yep.
this stuff. And,
Yep.
and if you want to sell your stuff, just get with them and they'll get you out there. You can sell stuff. You can go out there, check things out.
Absolutely.
Lady D's gone out there. She said she's got some little one-of-a-kind jewelry and
Oh,
stuff
really?
like that. I want to say Tiffany said she's been out there.
I believe that.
And some of our other guests that when we got to this part, they've said, oh, I've been out there. They've known. So,
That's what's up.
we got to get out there and do something from out there.
Man, we should get the word out on the shrine, man. It's multiple shrines, like it's one in Atlanta, man.
Yeah.
Shrine of Black Madonna in Atlanta. I think they have like different locations.
Okay, in different
Like
cities.
cities, yeah.
That's cool. And they may do the same tit in every one of them. Who
You know,
knows?
God bless.
You know, so if you're from one of those cities, check out your shrine of the Black Madonna. See if they have a buy black marketplace. You know, and
Absolutely.
go check that out. And then we got Puff Passett, CBD and more. 4130 and a half Cavalcade here in Houston, Texas, 77026. Go check out Puff Passett. They're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Puff Passett CBD and more. Their website is puffpassett20.wixx site.com/my site, and it takes you right to their website, and it's pretty neat. You get to see the shop. There's some pictures over there that you're seeing, but at night it's all purple and stuff like that. So make sure y'all check it out. Owner of Tanya Ashley. The number is 713-766-6631. She has rooms that you can rent. You can have private parties here. You can do a lot of different things here. If you know, get in, we're talking about cigars. She got a little
Absolutely.
cigar room, the lipstick room. You can rent that out. You can bring music. They have music there. A lot of
Absolutely.
different things you're doing. And she got the patio outside. And then speaking of that patio outside,
Right.
this Friday, the
This Friday.
27th, we're doing a TGIF live from Puff Passett,
Yes, we
CBD
are.
and more.
Yes,
It's
we
a
are.
free event. Just come out and hang out with us. Come out. If you're from the
Absolutely.
Houston area, you got to come check us out. It's
Absolutely.
not going to take you that long. Just come out, hang out with us. You're going to enjoy it. Watch the show live, really live.
Absolutely.
You know, so make sure y'all come out. Don't forget, it's this Friday at 7 o'clock at Puff Passett CBD and more, which again
Yeah.
is at 4130 and a half Cavalcade, Houston, Texas, 77026. You can either get a hold of us or you can get a hold of the owner there, Tanya Ashley, at 713-766-6631. So make sure that we see you there. Please come.
That's nice.
Like we say, you know, y'all enjoy us. Y'all love us. Y'all do it with. So come show some real love and come out there.
Yeah, man. Come
You know,
hang
and
out
this is
with us,
free.
man, for
This
real.
is free. You know, we ain't asking for nothing. Just come hang out. Just be on the show. It's not gonna be at the Wolf Den, but you're gonna get the same feel that you would have
Exactly.
because that's what we were treated when we were there. That was nice.
Exactly.
It felt like we were like, yo, this is cool right
We've
here.
been here
We could do-
before, right?
Right. We could do this. Is like we're home already. So make sure y'all come
Been
check
here
out.
before.
Check us out to do a TGIF from there live, coming at you live from Puff Passett, CBD and more. And then don't forget, if you want to know anything and everything about us, you go to our website, www.thedailysmoke, dailysmoke.com. It usually strolls at the bottom. And that's where you'll find out everything and anything you need to know about us, upcoming
Absolutely.
events,
Absolutely.
partners, we have more affiliates and partners than what we say on air, but you can go there and click any one of them. It'll take you to their website. So go ahead and show them some love too.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, but really show us some love.
Yeah.
Cash App,
Yeah.
$ TD Smoke.
TD Smoke.
You know, what was I saying earlier
that
before
money.
we got on the show? What was I saying?
Hey, man,
I said,
show
you know,
us some love,
You want to show
man.
us some love? You say you love
real.
what we do. You know, hey, help us out. Really show us some of that green love.
You
That's what we
know?
need. Show us some green
Real,
love so
man.
that we can continue to do more things with you. We're trying to get out there and get you into the. Since you don't want to call, you want to come here, then we're going to try to get out there and maybe get you to come there instead.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you know, we're going to do Puff Pass to see how many of y'all come. If you're from Houston, you got to show up. You know, and if you
Absolutely.
don't show up, at least call in, tell us why you didn't show up, or chat with us or something. But y'all gotta be there. I expect a nice crowd out
That's
there to
what's
check
up.
us out. You know,
Absolutely.
And if you know
Absolutely.
anybody that, if you can't make it, if you know anybody that does watch us and they want to go, tell them to come there and
You
check
know?
us out.
You
So
know?
make sure y'all do that. But yeah, that's
Real.
that's what we do.
That's what we
we're
do,
gonna
man.
Anyways,
Absolutely.
You know, and then if I'm not mistaken, there's the word Mortician has something
Oh,
on
really?
Saturday. I want to say it's
She sure does.
it's a
She
some
sure
type
does.
of fundraiser for the arts advocate. I think it is what she calls
sure
it.
does.
Hold up, where did I see? She sent me something. Where was it? It's some type of birthday thing for somebody. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. It's Jen's birthday party, the January 28th at 1 o'clock. What is this? I'm outside, y'all. You deserve to come. It's hosted by Lyric. Is that Lyric, right?
Yep,
El
that's it.
Martini Glass Arcade. It's
That's
hosted
dope.
by
I did
Lyric.
that.
And then it's Hit the Spot Catering. It's at Honey Lounge at 8926 Scott Street. So make sure you check that out. I'm not sure. I guess you just go there. I'm not sure if you get tickets anywhere. I don't know. I don't have any more info. Let me see if this is more info here. But and then again, this is all the Word Mortician. This is her event that she's
what's
having
up.
for, trying to raise some fun, having a good time while raising funds for good cause for the art advocates. So make sure y'all check that out too.
That's what's up.
I didn't have a picture for that, but yeah, just watch the show, run back, listen to what I said, and
Right, right.
So write that
It's
shit
up.
down.
For
Slow
real.
it down. Put me chopped and screw. So I was
That's
like, hey,
you know about that
tomorrow
Houston
on the
boy.
28th,
What would you know? What you know about that DJ school? What would you know about
Yeah,
DJ
the first time I
school?
heard it, I remember I told Ruggles, I said, man, the dude on the radio fucked up and he left the record playing on the low. He said, what do you mean? I said, music was going cool. All of a sudden, he said, no, man, that's called chop. Y'all listen to that like that? Oh, I'm thinking the dude fucked. I'm driving over here like, this dude didn't, the dude just, did you not listen to what's playing on the air? Yo, man, speed that shit. You got it on 78.
It grows on you.
I guess it does after a while. It depends on the jam, too.
Right.
It depends on the jam, because some jams I can see that you can slow them down.
Right.
And I can see that.
Right.
And some of them is like, man, you can slow that one.
Right.
That's a fast jam no matter what.
I listen to Alina Barrage chop and screw, and she does like R&B.
Yeah.
When you listen to it screw, ooh, it sounds good, man. Oh Lord, yes.
It slows it down.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
You should hear some of that.
What's going on, Sandy? What's happening? Welcome to the show, love. Welcome to the show, man. I just got to go ahead and just get this out there.
Go on.
So we usually talk about current events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watching the sports lately?
Yep.
Yeah, what you saw?
I saw some football games.
You saw some football games. Tell me about what you saw this weekend.
I saw them Niners do their thing.
Oh, wait. Listen. Did they play first? Who played first?
Who was the first game? Oh, Cincinnati and the Bills. That was a good game too.
Who won?
Cincinnati. That shit was snowing the whole time. The whole time.
So man. I got a New York team that got put out the NFL. Who won't he do it? Okay, keep going.
Right, that's right, because no New York team. Some Buffalo's gone, and
out of here.
They should have been their year too, man. Buffalo got a good team.
Oh well, I don't care about no New York team.
And in all honesty, as much as y'all know, I don't deal with the Cowboys. They got a good fucking team, man. They really do.
I'm not.
They really.
We're gonna talk about that.
I'll give them that. I'll give them that much. And like I said, y'all know, I'll root for your high school against the goddamn Cowboys. But they do have a good team. They just choke all the time. I don't know what it is. But they choke. So everybody's happy. Half the nation is happy. The other half is like, man, we got to deal with these motherfuckers now. Or we don't got to deal with them anymore for a whole year and shit. But those are the sports. That, I don't know what else. Some soccer and shit, I think might have been Barcelona played somebody or some shit. But the one you want to get into is the second game.
I need y'all to understand something. It's not that I'm a 49ers fan. That's not it. I'm being honest with you. That's not it. Because I am fond of this team for other reasons. But the team in and of itself, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Texans fan. I'm a Houston Astros fan.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm a Houston Rockets fan. You know what I mean? I am. I'm a Houston Dynamo fan.
Dynamo, roughneck.
You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I am a fan of, any team that puts Dallas out of the playoffs, I'm rocking with you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't get it twisted. I'm just showing my support. You understand? They did it this year. I'm good. I don't care where it goes.
Be someone else next year.
Hey, long as Dallas don't get there, I'm good.
Right.
I ain't got no problems how it happened. I ain't gonna even argue about what team do it.
And they call people like you haters. Cowboy haters.
See, again.
That's what they reply. Well, y'all just haters. Why would I'm
stunting, my nigga.
You know
You run. You stunting. I'm stunting up in here,
is that what they say?
I got
nowadays?
stunting up in here, boy.
Damn, you made me forget my thought. Oh no, you know what I was
haters
gonna say?
and we haters.
I'm a hater of a team that ain't been here in 20-something fucking
25 years. Minimum.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm just
wait a minute, 23.
The facts.
Yeah, about 26 years. As a matter of fact.
They made it to the playoffs finally. A couple of years they didn't, but they couldn't get any further. But yeah, they always choke somehow or another.
That means, let me show you how long it's been. Wait, let me say it. Hey, man, Dallas in and of themselves, I have no problem with recognizing the talent they have. They are very talented. They've had a lot of talent for many years. Yes, they are a dynasty. Yes, we owe a lot of debt of
They had a
gratitude
hell
to
of a-
Dallas.
they had
But I'm
real
not going
good
to take.
teams, man.
I am not going to take away any of their credits. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like whenever you think about powerhouses, like especially when you really needed it, because down here, follow me, Los. Down here, them Pittsburgh Steelers is the enemy. That's where the enemy is.
Right.
Not Dallas. The enemy is in
Right.
in
I
Pittsburgh.
used to be a Oilers fan.
You
man.
feel what
I
I'm
knew them
saying?
Motherfuckers were
So, like, okay, cool. Just don't let them dudes up north. Like, if they beat the Oilers, okay, but don't let them beat Dallas.
right.
You understand? I ain't tripping on that. What I am tripping on, they have the most arrogant fans.
Ain't that something? Ain't won the goddamn thing, but we
Ain't
gonna
won
act like
nothing
we
in
the shit.
26 years.
You know?
And talk about Emmitt Smith like
Oh shit.
like he just retired. You know what I
Emmitt
mean?
Smith had that line, boy.
Hey, I'm not
That's why he
tripping.
got this shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he had a line. Give Barry Sanders, the same line and see what them numbers look like.
Oh, man, that would
Exactly.
be ridiculous. That would
Exactly. Exactly.
ridiculous.
So I ain't knocking
Even
it.
Walter Payton would have tore that shit.
know what I
Earl
mean?
Campbell would
Hey,
have
man.
smashed that
Hey,
shit,
man.
boy.
Hey man.
Yeah, Brody said bring back comics.
Hey man.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
The Comets, that's right. Houston Comets
right.
won 4 straight. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
six.
we won the first
it
one.
was 6 in a row from the first one to
Yeah.
the sixth one. That's another thing. I remember going to a Rockets game with Ruck, and we're sitting there, and I'm looking, and I saw the banners. I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, what happened to the Comets? No, man. I'm like,
That don't
what the
make no
fuck's
sense.
wrong
We
with
had a
y'all?
lock on
Y'all had the best
WNBA.
fucking team for the first
We had
6
the
years
talent,
of WNBA,
everybody. Yes,
and y'all
sir.
got rid of them?
Yes,
Like,
sir.
that's crazy.
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
wow, I
They
remember
like, boy, these
them
girls
girls were
over
the
here
shit,
tearing
man.
it up,
Them
man.
girls were the shit,
Yes,
man.
sir. Make no mistake
6 in a
about it.
row. Like, I'm like, man, and y'all got rid of them? Like, that had
You
to be
know,
some money, power.
absolutely.
Where did they go to?
I have no idea.
Because
I have no
I don't
idea.
know if there's another team called the
Since-
Comets, but they had to have named it something else.
Since they got rid of them, I ain't followed them.
I don't know
Since
if
they got
they
rid
did
of
this abolished it or did they go to another place. I
Mhm.
didn't never look that up, you know. But yeah, I'm a Dynamo fan from here.
You know what, man? I got a thing we can do for our viewing audience. So, hey, y'all, listen. Wherever you are in TV land or video land, wherever we at,
YouTube land.
YouTube land, if your team puts the Dallas Cowboys out that year, I'll come on the show rocking your stuff.
Right.
That's what Brother Ron gonna do for y'all. That's how
Every
much I
year,
hate
right.
Dallas fans. So whatever, I wouldn't care if you from what's another team. It don't matter.
Well, Tennessee.
Tennessee, I got you. Oh, it's Oilers. That's home.
What if it's a Jets or Giants
Unless
or Bills?
unless
You're a New York team.
unless you are in the state of New York.
He ain't gonna rock you.
I hate every single sport in every single city in the entire state of New York,
Not even college teams.
especially the Yankees. And college teams, especially Syracuse, got to go because of Ron Cycling. They ruined it all for everybody. I'm so sorry. But the only team I hate more than all of those teams is the Dallas Cowboys.
I know, right?
I cannot stand. They
So
fans
the
need to
Jets
chill
put them
out.
out one year, which
fans would chill
wouldn't
out.
happen. It would be in a Super Bowl. If the Jets beat them in the Super Bowl one year, you'll wear some Jet shit.
I had to pray on that one. I had to pray on that one.
You know,
Yeah, I had to pray on that one. I'll get back with you on that one.
you shouldn't be too mad at the Yankees anymore because the Astros are starting to do that.
Yeah, man, we the new dynasty. Astros where it's at in the MLB these days. You know, that's what's up. That's what happens when you stick to your home team,
Right.
and you support your home team. You show love to your home team, even your home team ain't doing that good. That's how it go.
But we do got to take one from you.
Yeah.
Y'all cheating motherfuckers. A
Which
couple of
one?
years
What?
back,
What
y'all
cheat?
cheated with that banging other damn
Man,
drums
you ain't,
and shit.
hey man, look, man.
You know, at least
if you
they
ain't
came.
cheating, you ain't
at
trying.
least they came back and showed that without cheating, we still whooped
Well,
your
take
ass.
away
So
one
that
of
was
Brady's
good.
for inflate gate and all of that.
Brady's gets a couple of them taken back
Yeah.
too for that bullshit.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's like, man, you're the best quarterback of all, and you couldn't tell that this ball wasn't right.
Yeah,
Something
man.
ain't wrong. Something is wrong here, man. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Man, you know what, Los? Switching gears on y'all for a minute, man. Well, no, I guess this would fit in. Like most Dallas fans are delusional.
Okay.
That's been their diagnosis. They have delusions of grandeur. And
it's not coming.
And the reason we trip on them so hard because you're not in touch with reality. You know what I mean? You To
Right.
your point, you
Right.
ain't won nothing in what 26 to 27 years. But y'all talk like y'all just won it. Like that's the, you know what I mean? Like
I know. It's been a long time. Goddamn. The '92 Oilers, huh?
absolutely.
The Oilers any years, man, until they left. So that was my shit.
Even when the Oilers, that's the original Oilers, they went here. So I'm still following them.
You know. See, I didn't go to Tennessee.
Me neither.
That's when I became a Steeler fan.
Oh, you mean like physically went there?
You know, no, yeah, not like the team went to.
Oh, yeah. I didn't follow.
I want to say
yeah.
that the records that the Tennessee hold,
Mhm.
they're breaking old Oiler records.
Right.
You know, so that's the whole team that moved. Unlike
Right.
when Cleveland moved to Baltimore, they didn't take the Cleveland team. They just took the personnel, and you started a whole new team.
I'm a Raven fan.
You know, and that's
I'm
what they
just
did.
not a
And then they
Browns
went
fan.
like a couple of years after that, went to the Super Bowl and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Next year.
They just had to get out
Next year. I
of,
think it's very next year.
Cleveland and shit.
Hey man, that goes to show you.
And Belichick went to New England. We all know what happened there.
I ain't got boy, it's a whole lot of people up and down I-85 so hurt right now, boy. From Galveston to Dallas.
On 45?
On I-45, north and south, boy. These Dallas fans are hurting, boy.
You know,
Okay, but I'm gonna leave them alone.
They thought this was their year.
I'ma
It's
leave them
coming, though.
alone.
They coming along.
I'm gonna leave them alone.
They got a good team.
I could do a whole show off for these boys.
And that's just crazy how it's almost like they got that Bambino curse from baseball when the Red Sox hadn't got shit for 100 and something fucking years.
That's
They
sad.
never won a pennant or nothing, man. So,
But I mean, but the Red Sox wouldn't. But you never dealt with Red Sox attitudes like
like the ones in the
like the Yankees fans have attitudes about their dynasty. But you can afford to.
Yep.
I'm
I got
kind of
22.
You know what I'm saying? There many
27
times,
motherfucker.
even though it's
We talking shit.
Hey
And
man,
a lot of them was been not too long ago.
hey man,
You know?
hey man, you've been running this thing for a long time.
That would almost be like Celtic fans. Because at the first few years, they were the ones that won all the goddamn championships way back in the days and shit. What's that?
Me too. Steelers. What?
Bernie, yeah, no, I'm a Steeler fan. I
I
became a
ain't
Steeler
tripping on
fan.
the Cubs.
The
Chicago's
Cubs,
cool
they
people,
had
man.
that curse on them too, like 110 years before they won any
Man,
of that shit.
I like Chicago.
You know, it's like,
People
God
Chicago
damn.
Cool. I ain't got no problem.
It's like, you know, right.
I ain't got no
right.
problem. People
Said this
Chicago,
always
they
cool.
came
Just stay out of
good.
South Chicago. That's all.
Go to Stony Island if you want to.
You know, Caprese Greens, which is
Be
not
coming
even
back
there
in
no
like
more.
a
Shit,
waffle
that shit
with
was crazy.
holes.
You know, like some Swiss cheese.
You know what I'm
and shit.
saying?
Like fuck around
Mess
if you
around
want
if
to.
you want to, man.
You know, don't
Yeah.
if you don't know nobody in there, don't go in there.
Yeah.
That's how it is in Puerto Rico. Right now, if you and me went to some of the neighborhoods, some of the
Make sure my-
caseríos in Puerto
make sure
Rico,
the camera get
we'd
this,
be
huh?
tagged as cops as soon as we walk in there.
Oh, we're
'Cause they
just
never-
like this with all this
if we
San
went, if we,
Francisco on?
no, I'm saying it don't matter what we would wear.
Oh.
We're new faces, so according to them, they're trying to send 2 new cops to watch
Oh.
what's going on and
We
shit.
don't want to do
So
that.
you wouldn't make it too long up in that bitch.
You don't want to do that. That's the last thing we need.
You gotta have
Oh.
permission to go see your aunt and shit. You know?
What time we got, man? How much time we got? 20 minutes.
38, almost 40. So but like we said, you said they were delusional.
Yeah, man.
So is that real?
Man, we'll get to it next show. We'll get to it next show because what we was gonna go into, I think is very important because it was something that came to my mind when Jamal during the last episode it highlighted it. As a matter of fact, Jamal was talking about entertaining the idea. I don't know if he buys into it or not, and that's his business whether he does or not. But he was at least asking you to entertain the idea that we may be living in a simulation.
He did say that.
Yes, he said that.
He did say that's movie.
Yeah.
That's watching too much movies and shit. He must be a big fan of the Matrix.
So let's look at it. Now we only got if we don't be able to get into the heart of the matter, y'all, I do apologize. We'll continue. Maybe we'll move the show or something like that because I think this is a hell of a conversation, to be honest with you. The reason why this seems so far out is because you're used to talking with people that like to sound smart or use big words or use these images that makes them think, makes people think they're very sophisticated and all of that. So that turns you off from the topic. We're going to talk about it on really, really simple, basic terms. Things that you even think about. and we want to talk about, let's grapple with the question, what is reality?
Right.
His whole point was, man, well, maybe it's a simulation he gave us analogies or what have you. But whether or not he's right or wrong, I like the fact he's questioning
Right.
reality.
Right.
That's what I'm that's where I'm, no
I've seen
argument
a few
for
other
me.
things that talk about shit like that. Like, is this real? Is this reality? How do you know this is real?
Exactly.
Shit like that. Like,
Exactly.
because I don't know nothing else.
Right.
I don't know nothing else, and I ain't heard other motherfuckers come back and say, "Yo, man, we're all laying in this fucking tube in this wet shit with this, and this is called the Matrix, nigga." So ain't nobody said that.
I mean, that wasn't part of, well, okay, I'm gonna say this retort, and I'm gonna go on.
Maybe crazy motherfuckers are not in that world. They're in their world is real.
So please hold that thought. So anything that we say that make this, differ from your own opinion, the one thing I want you to know is no one here on this platform is trying to convince you of anything.
Right.
We're not trying to sell you on anything.
It's just
other than the Cowboys suck.
Right. This
But,
is just
but
what
other
we
than
think.
that,
This is how we feel about a certain thing, and I don't care if you like it or
Exactly.
not. And I'm not trying to make you agree with me. It's just putting out there so that you can put it in your head. And
Exactly.
think, okay, I see how Brother Los is saying it, and with mine, like I always say, now you mix it together, you got a wider picture.
Exactly.
Because you may have never heard what we're trying to say.
The other end of that part is whatever you say you believe, just be able to explain why you believe it.
Right. Right.
Whether even if it's to yourself or to other people, and other people aren't owed an explanation, but at least understand why you believe something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But we're not here to convince you or, educate you or what is it called? What propaganda? You know what I mean? However you want to call it. That is not our aim. Our aim is just, the man said, just look at something differently than what you're accustomed to. But at the same time, it has to make sense. I'm sorry.
Right. Right.
I'm sorry. It just has to make sense.
Because if it don't make sense,
it just has to make sense
from that.
I mean, because then everything is everything. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Okay. So having said that, see, my only issue and retort to that metaphor, that's why I said during the show, oh, now we're changing metaphors. You weren't even thinking about that as a possibility until something like a movie called The Matrix was made. You weren't even thinking about it. Don't lie. Don't lie. You
Right.
weren't thinking about it. Nobody was thinking about them actually laying in a tube, being surrounded by some kind of liquid in this
Being used
incubator or
as a
this
battery.
womb or so sort. You know what I mean?
We're batteries.
And this is how we're feeding the machine. We weren't even thinking about that as
Was it?
a metaphor. Not like that.
Not like that. I mean, somebody might have asked a question before, what is real?
Okay.
But not thinking.
You weren't
Matrix
thinking
real.
that.
No,
you
no,
were, you was
nowhere
not
near.
thinking that.
You were just thinking that if it's not this, what really is it? Is it something you weren't thinking of? We, like we said, you weren't thinking
Right.
we were batteries. No, are we somewhere else or what?
Right.
Maybe this part of it isn't real. We were somewhere else, but this is where we are.
Absolutely.
It had nothing to do with no Matrix.
Oh, it's so silly. Kevin want attention, but I'm gonna let him make it.
Okay, who that?
A Louisiana team coming along, I promise. All right, so
I like the Saints though. The Saints always got a decent team. Well, now that dude is gone, a little different. But I like the Saints. Saints is cool. They're our neighbor.
So the thing is, y'all, when people are saying that this is their interpretation of reality, what they're saying is this is the language by which I'm able to understand something. And that language is in the form of the metaphors in, let's say, the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
But don't think that that's any lesser or of a reality or a truth than if you go back in time, the first time that story was told was by Socrates, called in Plato's Republic, where Plato shows where Socrates says these three guys walk into this cave and there's a light. And the light, because they're in a cave, throws some shadows onto the wall. And so the point he was making is that we confuse sometimes the shadow with the reality. reality of the situation, when all you're looking at is a depiction or a reflection, if you will, of something that is really there, but the shadow looks nothing like the image.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you're trying to find what the image is, or connect to what the image is, or describe what the image is, one thing you have to make sure you're doing is you're talking about something in its purest form without confusing it with the analogy. And by that I mean this: the shadows are not the object. Jamal is saying, what if this is a simulation? I understand your basic thinking. What if reality is not what we think it is, or maybe our decisions are determined by forces outside of us, and we're not really free? I understand what you're saying, but you have to be careful because you're confusing the metaphor as reality.
Right.
And now I'm gonna start questioning your sanity.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing.
Now we standing there, and the motherfuckers in the shadow walk away before we do. Now we talking about something different.
Yeah, we got some people. We got some people. We got some people walking in the background.
And if there ain't none, that's what I said. If the shadows move before we move, something ain't right.
Well, we'll save that for the people that believe in the spirit world and religion and all of that, because that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Think about it. That's what you're saying.
We're standing here looking at our shadow up against the wall.
That's what you're saying.
And all of a sudden, the shadow on the wall moves before we move.
Right.
And there's none around.
Now you're starting
to get
they walked
away from us, like they were standing there looking at us as we're looking at them.
Right.
So that would be crazy. Now I'd have something like, hold up, man. So the motherfuckers just left. We still standing here.
Amen.
The three guys. Basically, it's the role that Ryan Reynolds played. He's an NPC, but because of his developers and how they put it in the code, because they want the NPCs to grow and learn on their own. Game became sentient. They was surprised, like they thought it was just another player doing all this shit, how you leveling up and all this shit.
Right.
But he knew he was a game.
In his world, this is reality. It's like
right.
It's normal for me. And then to hear that, wait a minute, I'm real, and that's another world out here, and I'm just
right.
That's how the movie goes. It's like it's an NPC that nobody thought, but it actually became real artificial intelligence.
Right.
Welcome to Westworld.
See, notice we're talking about the same topic. We're just changing the flavor of the food.
Right.
That's all we're doing.
Right.
But we're talking about the same thing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Well, okay. Yeah, blue shirt guy. Yeah. So the thing is, man, the reason why we had to cover that is because my background by interest and by training and education is psychology. And what I'm about to say is going to sound very abrasive to the people that have a more traditional view of psychology. And I 100% wholeheartedly thank the program of the University of West Georgia for this liberal arts form of education in form of psychology, because I don't think I would have gotten this anywhere else.
Right.
And it is just as true today as it was when the program first started and when people started asking these questions. Hey, man, psychology started in the Western Hemisphere formally with something called psychoanalysis, a technique developed by a guy named Sigmund Freud. Freud and psychology are inseparable in the West. And if you're going to learn, actually, throughout the world, anytime you learn about psychology, you have to start off with the highest priest of psychology, Sigmund Freud. Okay. And from there, you've had a lot of people that interpreted different things, describing different schools of thought, et cetera, whatever.
Oh shit, he said.
Yeah, well, off of everybody says off of what he says because that's where it started.
Okay.
So if you're in psychology and you're having any kind of commentary on psychology, regardless of what you believe in, on some way, form, or fashion, you're acknowledging Sigmund Freud.
Okay.
Because it starts with him. And that's precisely what I want to talk about. And by the way, we're talking about reality. This is everything we're talking about. We're about to talk about is reality. Hey man, how many times have you said, I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day. How many times have you said? It's not a trick question.
No. I mean, I wouldn't say it like just like that to myself.
Okay.
But in
But you
terms
have
of something that I know, like, man, I'm having, I'm sure a couple of times I've said that.
Like, man,
I'm trying not to have too many of those days.
Okay, then I'm having a happy day. How many times have you said that then?
I would say that more often.
More often?
Yeah.
No problem. What about you, Bob? You ever had a moment where you go, hey man, I think I may be experiencing like depression. You ever had that?
Mhm.
Me too. We say things without understanding what we're really saying. I'm not talking about the validity of if depression really exists. I'm talking about we have taken for full granted that there is a central I, me, myself. Like, if I asked you, if I said, what's up, Brother Danny?
What's up, Daddy?
If I asked you, Bobby, you're going to turn and look. And if I say, hey, Los, what turn and look? And you say, Bobby, where would you describe Bobby? You would describe how he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then tell me about what other kind of person is he? You start telling me what's his emotional temperament like.
Or just from experience.
From experience,
that's the
what
only
he's
way
like.
you would know.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of behaviors, right?
Right.
But we all agree that there's something on the inside of Bobby that is uniquely Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Okay. That is how psychology sees the mind. The mind.
Mm-hmm.
Not the brain, because the brain is an organ.
Right. Just the mind, the thought process.
Exactly.
The computer, the GPU.
This is the hardware.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the software.
Right. Right.
And the software, we have come to agree and believe that we have something called a mind. That's what makes Bobby Bobby.
Right.
That's what makes Los Los.
Right.
Ron Ron, et cetera, et cetera. Am I making sense so far? Am I too far out? Okay. So now that we subscribe to the idea that we have a mind, my question is, what does it look like? What is mind?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know how to guess.
What is mind?
Your thoughts in your head, the things that you think of. I don't know.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying. It's mind.
I don't either. Because
I can make decisions on my own without something else making me make that decision.
A tiger could do that if you don't. If they're not domesticated, they'll make decisions on their own. What makes you different?
Okay, they got a mind too. If they got a brain, they got to have some type of mind.
If they have a brain, they have to have a mind.
Because that's the hardware, and we all have the software. Just some of our software is different than others.
A mind or a form of intelligence.
I don't know. It could be a form of intelligence, not a mind. It could be a form of intelligence, not a mind or instinct.
Hey y'all. I'm gonna stop the conversation right here because I want to say again, like we started out.
Mm-hmm.
I know what we're talking about right now is very dizzying mentally. It's kind of, and then once you start wrapping your head around, you're like, that's a good point. You know what I mean? Or that makes sense. Or I understand now. We don't know what we're talking about. we only talking about how we understand our own experiences.
Right.
And we're sharing it with each other. And based on our experiences, this is what we believe, this is what we believe, whatever. And we would love for you to call in and contribute to this conversation because right now I have a long-standing history in psychology, and to this day, I cannot tell you what a mind looks like.
They're crazy.
Science cannot show you what a mind looks like.
I guess it's what it looks like. That's your mind. That's his mind. That's my mind.
So
how else to look at it, because you can't get deep in there anyways.
So the reason why that is important is because psychology works with the mind. But interesting enough about psychology, do you know we're not considered a science?
It's not a science.
It is not a science. It's a liberal art.
Try to get into somebody's head.
It's not a science. It's a liberal art.
Because it's all speculation. But
it's philosophy, as a matter of fact.
Don't they have medical shit that's kind of found out where shit fires off certain things, and wouldn't that be science?
See what you're raising an interesting question, because there's something called psychoneuroimmunology. The University of Ohio had the best results with their cancer patients, and the cancer going in remission, or if they got cancer, their ability to survive it. Because they started looking at the neurons in the brain and said, okay, well, this part right here, this is the part of emotion or what have you, and this is part for whatever. And if we can stimulate those areas of the brain, then through psychology, through understanding, changing how you think, we can alter certain things the body may be affecting your body. Cancer was one of them. It improved their chances of surviving cancer, which showed you that the mind, in addition to the body, has to work together.
Right. That's why I always say, like, it's
all right.
People are fine like we are. They find out they got cancer tomorrow, and they just
absolutely. I've noticed that as well.
It's your mind is fucking with you real bad, because right now, in most cases, when you got this cancer, whatever, if they say cancer, you're gonna die. Even though it's gotten a lot better in the past few years, women that get breast cancer, they can get,
because we're internalizing.
That word is fucked up. It's like that fucks with it. Like, oh shit.
But it's affecting something, right?
Is making you, and it just starts to make you go downhill like a motherfucker.
Hey y'all,
whether you know it or not.
the conversation. If y'all really want to go into the, this is 50 Cent. We got 3 minutes. If y'all really want to go into the deep end of the pool, when you were 10 years old, were you the same person you were at 15?
Nope.
When you were 15 years old, were you the same person at 30?
Nope.
When you were 30 years old, were you the same person, God willing, if you lived to be 50? Same person? However, there's something we feel, it's like it's me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, yeah, I've gone through stages.
But what I would say, what is a mind? Wisdom is a mind.
Wisdom.
You pick up all that, like you said, even though I've changed, I'm not the same as I was 5 years ago or 10 years ago, and so on and so forth. Knowledge and wisdom, but it's still me. I know it's me.
But it's a faculty of the brain, isn't it?
I'm learning so much as I go that I never go away. It's still me there. Why, I don't know, but I know it's me.
Okay, to compound it even more, when we start talking about who am I, have you noticed you fundamentally start talking about what's going on in here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you apply to all of this, but you're fundamentally talking what's going on in here. When you talk about somebody crazy, oh man, what's that person like? Oh, they crazy. You're talking about what's going on in here.
Right.
When you're talking about a person, oh man, that chick she's really beautiful, she's fine or whatever. You're talking about the body, but you're going back to what's going on in here.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I wish we could have gone deep into this reality.
We'll have to see. If y'all want to hear more on this subject, and you got something to say, let us know. Drop us a line. Let us know that let us know that you want to keep talking about it. Because like I said, we could talk about it forever. Like, what are we? Who are we?
This episode here was sponsored in part by San Francisco 49ers. Bringing you
Let's go
Niners year, all year.
Let's go Niners.
Spartans.
That's not the first time they put them out.
Nah, man. Why stop a good thing? Do it again.
Right. But
anyway, if you like them, don't you want to do it again?
Right. Yeah. So if you what's that? The mind is the energy, and energy never dies. Just transforms from one.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation.
So that could be, that's. So which one of those is real then?
All of it.
All of them. Anyways, thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget, tune in on Wednesday. We don't have a guest or nothing, do we?
No, we don't.
We don't. I
We
forget
can
what the
continue
topic
this
was.
show on Wednesday, or we can,
Like
go
I
talk
said,
what
drop
we
us a
talk about.
line. Let us know if you
Yeah.
want to continue this, or go see what's on
Okay.
for
We can
for
continue.
Wednesday, and y'all can see if you rather do that instead. But anyways, unless one of y'all go to the website, get that experience, and come on
Oh,
on
man,
this
that would be
Wednesday.
awesome.
We'll
That would
get
be
you
real
on right
awesome.
away. If you want to be on Wednesday, come check it out. Come through.
We got
Go
some,
to the
we got
website
some people coming
because
through.
we got other than this Wednesday, it's pretty much full coming up, right?
Yeah. After this Wednesday, then, yeah, we're gonna be full for a couple of weeks.
If you don't want us to talk to you in September, get in now so we can talk to you this
Right.
Wednesday. Whatever you want to talk about, we'll change the subject. Whatever
That's
got to
what's
be.
up, Burley. All right.
We do what we do. So anyway, we'll continue that. So anyways, thank y'all for joining us. Much love for your
Oh,
support.
look at our banner. The banner even the same colors.
I'm Brother Lowe.
I'm Brother Ron.
Brother Black Hand on the camera as
Yeah,
always.
because
We're the
it's
Daily
true.
Smoke, and we're out.
So tell me about that
Peace.
Prescott. How he suck.